Say hi, Harriet. Say what's up. What's up? Anyway, that's my blue and gold macaw, Harriet. Anyhow, I figured I'd start out here because all my PlayStation 3 games, and this isn't in my game room, the Wii and the PlayStation 3. I don't have an Xbox 360. Red Rings, not a fan of that system, but that's a whole other thing in itself. Alright, well, going into my game room here. In front here, we got the Donkey Kong Jr. MAME cabinet. I found this on the side of the road. Me and my wife restored it, repainted it. The base was rotted off. We completely repaired the base. Yeah, so it works great. It really has all the decals and everything. It still really looks good on it. So, but anyway, right next to it, I think this is the first at-home pinball machine. You know, it's a 1977 Star Explorer. Found this, actually my wife found this on YouTube for $20, and it works great. I mean, you know, the bumpers, everything lights up, makes noises. I had this on a previous video that I made, and it was 15 minutes long, and YouTube rejected it, so I was playing it a little bit on the other one. Got some aliens up here and some predators. I didn't even know they made these. Found these at an old toy store. They're sitting on top of my Panasonic Tau, which is kind of like Panasonic's answer to Sony's Trinitron. It's a flat screen boob tube. But down beneath, I've got 6 systems down here. In this case here, sorry, the sun might kind of glare just a tad, but here we got a PlayStation 2 Slim, the regular PlayStation, charcoal gray see-through Nintendo 64 with the RAM upgrade, Super NES, it's my original one, you can see its age, GameCube, and a original NES. Now this goes up to a Switch box, and then over here to some other consoles that go to my Switch box too. We've got the Sega Saturn, the JVC XI. You can see this is the JVC version of the Sega CD. I bought this, I found this on Craigslist, and opened it up when I got home, and Final Fight was in it. It's like the best version I've ever played of it too, besides the arcade. Right next to it we got a little Genesis 3, Dreamcast, of course. That's my original Dreamcast from launch date, $99.99. PS2. It's got the hard drive and the stand. Got the Sega Master System power base that's sitting on top of a ColecoVision. I found this ColecoVision for $50 with a bunch of games, both controllers, the rollerball, and I can't remember the other controllers, but there were some really nice handheld controllers. They're over here hanging. I'll show you in a second. And down below here, got the Mark II Genesis sitting on top of my the only Xbox I'll own. Over here we got the Mark I Genesis, and that is sitting on top of an old school PlayStation. And down in here we've got some extra systems, you know, a couple Nintendos, a GameCube, another Super NES. Right here is the add-on module for the ColecoVision. This is, you can put Atari 2600 tapes or cartridges in this, and this plugs right in the front. Makes this thing even bigger. But there's just a bunch of other stuff down here that I don't ever I gotta go through soon. And right next to this is the little TV, a little VCR television combo. I like this because this is how I used to play Atari and Intellivision and ColecoVision when I was a kid. And I'll have Logan just set up down here and play it how it should be, you know. But down here, it's dark down here kind of, but I got the Intellivision 2. Let's see here. Great little machine, man. I love this little machine. This thing is great. There's Pitfall right there. I've got all the inserts for the controller and everything. That's the Intellivision 2. Here in the dark that I'm going to pull out here is the Intellivision 1. Both controllers sitting on top of the base with a bunch of manuals and games down in there. Below, we've got the Atari 2600. It's the black. It's a black version. I found this boxed, and it still has the protective covering. It's brand new. But, yeah, there's my Atari 2600. And there's my controller wall here. It says choose your weapon. It's got every controller for every system that I own. You can see got all kinds of them hanging here, but this is the one I was talking about that came with my ColecoVision. I got two of these. What are they called? Super Action controller. I got two of these big massive things that came with it. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, those are a bunch of different controllers. When I bought, I found my Master System. It came with two of these crazy controllers. The Sega Control Stick. It's weird because your buttons are on the left side, or on the left side, but you control with the right, so it's kind of strange feeling. But yeah, anyway, those are a bunch of controllers that hang in there, and above, got some action figures and what have you. But there's my Nintendo games. They go all the way over. And they kind of mix up with some Genesis boxed games that I found. And then on top here we got the Japanese Star Fox boxed Nintendo 64. You know, just some box stuff I found. Game Genie, Final Fantasy 2, which is 4. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest boxed, which is Final Fantasy USA. Might and Magic, Wonder Boy 3. My first PAL game I've ever found, which is a Super Famicom or a Super Nintendo version of T2, the arcade game. Fear Effect. Found a boxed version, never been used, I swear, the power pad in the box. This is this here's where I edit all my video, and man, I accidentally found this chick. Can you believe this girl? She hates everybody. I mean, how can you hate Happy Console Gamer? How can you hate Finn Gamer? I mean, wow. Anyway, let's go ahead and thumbs down this. There we go. Thumbs down. Good times. Anyway, over here, got my gaming. Those are mainly all my games are, and it goes. It's organic as organic can get. I just grab from this row. Grab and go. PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube stuff, PlayStation 1, Dreamcast stuff. Then it goes down, kind of got the Sega Genesis, goes over to the Super Nintendo. We got more Super Nintendo games down there, mixed with the N64 and a ton of Dreamcast and PlayStation 1 games. There's recent pickups that are amassing in a huge stack. Got some guides and a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I'm a big dork from the old school. Yeah, before there was Skyrim, Me and my bros would sit around and we would play some D&D. And anyway, we got some stuff I found over here. Got some controllers, which I found. NES Max, NES Advantage. Here's my Game Boy printer. It came with 3 rolls of the paper, unopened. Old school Game Boy, no satellite, just some random stuff. Bunch of Atari games back in here, which I found a bunch of Atari games in whenever I bought my ColecoVision, and they all came in this wooden case. You can see, and found a boxed IntelliVoice that goes in the Intellivision to make it talk. I found these. I'll come back to these, but this is a box I found at Salvation Army for $10 of Soul Calibur trading card game, or trading cards. I'm not sure, I haven't researched it too much, but they're cards and it's the whole collection. I love Soul Calibur, so it was kind of neat to find that. Anyway, back over here, we've got some old school He-Man and Decepticons and Rumble Packs, and got some Virtual Boy games over here. We got Wario Land, I know that one. We got Wario Land, Panic Bomber, and Telero Boxer. I think there's like the 3 strongest titles I found for that system ever made. But there's some Atari games. And it goes up here to some Star Wars action figures, and you know, there's a Legend of Zelda Collector CD. They mailed it to me for free from Nintendo. Just some other stuff. Boxed Atari 5200 Pac-Man. Anyway, up here on this top shelf, we got some tight work movies that I love. G.I. Joe the movie, the animated movie. Twin Peaks up there. Yeah, we got a Galaxian cart for my Atari 5200, which I'll show you in just a second. There's a Virtual Boy. A Sega Nomad behind these Ninja Turtles, and behind that I've got a Sega Game Gear. I'll bust that out soon too, but that's full of games and it works. And oh yeah, Michael Jackson. Anyway, then down here is I found for $50 from a guy on Craigslist a couple towns over. Had this Atari 5200 boxed. It was up in his uncle's attic, he said, so it hasn't been played for like 20 years. The controllers are amazing. They work. There's no problems with this machine. Now I know this machine is notorious for being a piece of crap, but this one works well. I love Galaxian. Works great on it. Pac-Man, it's a good version. It's not the best, but you know, it looks good. But yeah, that's my box Atari 5200. And let's see, on top of MAME cabinet, Shadow, and my guilty pleasure, Harvest Moon, Alpaca, Donkey Kongas. There's a full complete with the stand, Virtual Boy. Have the controller, have the full system. I kind of like it. Let's see. Oh yeah, over here we got a Double Dragon movie poster. I love how serious Robert Patrick is. You'll remember him from Terminator 2. He was the T-1000. But yeah, music. Oh yeah, they're so proud of this. Look at the music, done by Jellybean Benitez. While I was at Salvation Army looking for stuff, I come across none other than the Double Dragon, the movie soundtrack, done by Jellybean Benitez. And let me tell you, this has songs by Stevie B, Daryl D. DeBoino, Coolio, DFM, The Farm, yeah, Rhythm Factor, Crystal Waters, the best artists you've never heard of. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much my game room here. Just wanted to give you a tour. You can make this under 15 minutes hopefully this time. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.